Right. So we're still seeing some volatility in the market, you guys. Before we get into what I did over the weekend with part of my portfolio, let's take a look at everything. All right, so Bitcoin right now is at 56,400 basically. It looks like it's really testing that 56,000 line of support. Personally, I've been accumulating some Bitcoin around this price. I wish I took more profits on the way up. I'm going to get into that a little bit more in a second. Binance coin is actually still in the green somehow. Meanwhile, Solana is struggling. Cardano is actually below $1.70. We haven't seen it below that price in quite some time. Polkadot is below $40. Looking pretty juicy, not going to lie. Dogecoin Avalanche is finally looking like it's cooling off a considerable amount. I might accumulate some of those. It's starting to get around that like 20% down from its all-time high. So I think I might start buying some here shortly. Um, I'm gonna probably buy some Luna if it dips below $40. Uniswap, I don't know. This is actually a position I've been kind of second guessing or kind of questioning, like, do I really need this in my portfolio? I think this is kind of one of those alts that's probably going to have to go sooner than later. Chainlink is a good hold. I think it's super undervalued. As you can see, we're roughly like 50% down from the all-time high. I still think that's a great buy. Polygon or Matic is still pretty juicy under $1.70 in my opinion. It was trading around $1.50 roughly a few days ago. I think VeChain still has plenty of potential. Like I mentioned before, I think VeChain could easily go to 50 cents. So that's roughly like a 4x from here. If Bitcoin were to do like a blow off top, I'd rather not do a blow off top because blow off tops are not healthy for the market. But if it were to do that, I could see VeChain going maybe to a buck. Cosmos, I think, is still pretty undervalued. This is one that I'm looking to accumulate some more units if we do dip below like $27, $26 again. We'll see if that happens. I don't think it's going to happen unless Bitcoin really takes a shitter here in the next 2 3 days. We could see something maybe like a turkey day sell off or something. Maybe Bitcoin goes to like 50K. I don't know. I'm not trying to spread FUD or anything like that, but you have to entertain all the possible scenarios in the market because if you don't, you will get wrecked. Again, I'm going to get into what I did with my portfolio here in a second. So I have way too much on my plate, you guys. Like, I legitimately had a game plan in place for like when to take profits on some of these altcoins. But that's the thing, when you have so many freaking altcoins, it's hard to keep track of what altcoins at what price, how much money you've made on this particular altcoin. So honestly, I think the best little bit of advice that I could give to you if you're not super into crypto yet is like the fact that you need to just hone in on 5 projects, maybe 10 absolute tops. I think I'm going to be sitting somewhere between 10 and 15. I've really tried to stick below 10, but it's so hard. Like, I'm going to I'm going to kind of give you a little preview of what I'm thinking, but obviously Bitcoin and Ethereum are on the list. That's a no-brainer. Solana's probably on the list. Polkadot's probably on the list. Luna's probably on the list. Chainlink's probably on the list. Matic's probably on the list. Cosmos is probably on the list. VeChain's probably on the list. That's all I'm going to tell you for now. We'll update that list at a later date. So what did I do to my portfolio, you guys? So I had a game plan to take profits on Binance Coin at several price points. Pardon me. I had price points at 575, 600, 625. So I was doing like every $25, I'd sell zero point 0.1 Binance coin. I had this basically mapped out until like Binance coin would hit like $1,000. Like, I was thinking conservatively, like Binance coin can easily hit 1,000, if not like 1250 or something like that. I'm still on the fence whether I want Binance Coin, honestly, as a long-term hold. I'm leaning more towards I'm probably not going to hold it just because I want to hone in on what I really, really like. Not that I don't like Binance Coin, but I think the mid caps or even big cap have a much smaller market cap in comparison to Binance Coin. So there's much more upside potential. And like, as much as I love Bitcoin and Ethereum, like, I do need to make some juicy gains. I'm not here to just make 2 to 3x gains on my altcoins. Like, I'm here to freaking make 4, 5, maybe like 10x my money in a year if the market's right. Like, you can do this in crypto. I'm not saying I'm for sure going to do what I just said, but that's the goal, that's the intention. So what I did in my portfolio is I liquidated a good chunk of my Binance coin. I literally sold off, I'd say, almost half my position. Reason why, like, I needed money on the side to buy the dip if Bitcoin were to dip a bit further, because when Bitcoin bleeds, altcoins bleed as well. So I sold some Binance coin roughly around 575, right as I noticed Bitcoin was like dipping below, I think 57,000 roughly. And so I decided to sell Binance coin to allow myself to buy some Bitcoin and Ethereum. I just want to point out, guys, that Ethereum is actually really freaking bullish right now. Like, when Bitcoin was like chilling around here around 56K, Ethereum was literally like around 4K. Now it's chilling at 4,200. It looks like more and more people are just eating up the dip when it comes to Ethereum, that it's not bottoming out at 4K or even 40, 50. But yeah, I basically got rid of some Binance coin. I got rid of some Polygon, to be honest. As much as I didn't want to, I did it because I thought Polygon was going to go maybe to like 140, 145, basically sell it off at 155, 160, and then buy back in at a lower price. Didn't play out that well, but it's whatever. It's good to have that capital on the side. That way, if Bitcoin does take another $1,000, $2,000 shit, you can take advantage of the situation. Now, I do have a limit order around 55,000 to buy some Bitcoin. It's not a very big amount. It's probably like 0.005 or something, really, really small, but it's still something. You want to put some limit orders here and there. That way, if it does dump to that price, you can take advantage of the dip. If you're not looking at your phone 24/7, I'm not looking at my phone 24/7, so that's why limit orders are kind of nice. I did have some limit orders for Ethereum get filled around 40, 50, around 4,100. I've been buying some Solana around like 210, 215 as of late. I don't have nearly as much as I'd like to. I'm probably going to continue to accumulate some if we continue to dip closer to $200. We did dip down there like a few days ago. I missed it, so I couldn't capitalize on it. Should have put a limit order, but lesson well learned. Cardano, I don't know, dude. I don't know if you guys heard, but it did get delisted from eToro along with TRX. I don't know if that's something to be concerned about, but Cardano's actually been really, really slow as of late, so I don't really think I'm going to be buying much Cardano here. Unless we get like below $1.50, then I might have to buy some. I think there's better plays in the market. Like, honestly, Bitcoin's a better gainer than Cardano at this point, and that's kind of sad because Cardano has so much potential, but the smart contracts have not delivered as of late. I just think there's way better plays like Luna. Luna has some very interesting tokenomics. I'm thinking of doubling down on Luna here in the short term and long term. I think I'm going to start stacking some Luna. I think Chainlink's another great long-term hold. I think that still has a lot of potential, and for this bull run, I think it could 3 to 5x from here. Same thing with Matic. 3 to 5x is is not too crazy. VeChain we already went over, same thing. A lot of altcoins with potential. There's still a lot of great discounts. Like the best discounted altcoins, in my opinion, at this point are obviously Solana, Polkadot, Luna. I don't really like Uniswap that much anymore. I'm not going to recommend that personally. Chainlink, we already went over. Matic, VeChain, Cosmos. Aave is actually at a great price. VGX, man, VGX has pumped like crazy as of late. They got listed on Coinbase Pro. That exposes a lot of more people to the VGX token. And then when they dig into the Voyager platform and the app, and they start learning that as you stack these tokens, you get interest boosts on your Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USDC. Becomes a no-brainer, like, to stack this token. Like, I had a friend the other day tell me that he's going to dedicate $65 a week to VGX token. And I'm like, that's awesome, dude, because this is a great token long term. You got to think super long term with VGX token. He was mentioning how it's going to be funny. One day we're going to be talking about VGX token and we're going to be like, yeah, I remember the days when we bought it below $10, set below $7, below $5. Like, it's crazy to think about. It might be a year or two, but it's coming, guys. Like, I think VGX is actually going to be one of the few tokens that after all the dust settles, after the bull run is over, after the bull market's over and we enter another bear cycle or bear market or whatever, I think VGX will be standing above many tokens. That's not to say that a lot of people won't sell their tokens when they see it getting to $7, $8 when they're buying over here at $3, $4, $5. They're gonna sell over here because they don't know the utility of the token, and that's okay because I'm gonna be there to be buying the dip. I'm gonna be buying VGX pretty much until it's $10, no questions asked. Obviously, when we're like around $4 or $5, I'm not going to be buying as heavy. But when we get back down to $3.50, you better believe I'm going to be buying $100 worth of VGX every week because it's stupid. Like, this is greatly undervalued, guys. We went over it in a video. If you missed it, I got a link down below. You can check out. Goes over the Voyager app, Voyager token. Speaking of Voyager, if you want to get trading over there, click the link down below or use the code. Deposit $100, make a trade, get $25 of Bitcoin for yourself, and I get some kickback as well. So win-win situation with that. So go ahead and check that out. I like VGX a lot. That's all I got to say. But yeah, so I sold Binance Coin. Recap. I sold some Binance Coin. I sold some Matic. I sold some Engine because I was really up on a lot of units that I'd bought earlier this year. I bought them around $1.50, $1.75, and as you can see, Engine has been popping off as of late. It's looking very bullish right now for Engine because as you can see, its all-time high was $4.14. I believe it just put in that all-time high today. I don't remember what time exactly, but it did put it in today. And as you can see, it's at 396. It was cooling off. It was going like at 370 earlier, but it looks like it's going to be retesting that all-time high. Maybe it goes into price discovery. I've still got probably like a few hundred Engine that I'll probably sell off here and probably put it into a better long-term play. This is probably a play that I'm probably going to be parting with here. Not in the not too far distant future. But yeah, you guys got to take profits when you can because Bitcoin can always just take a multi-$1,000 shit, and these altcoins bleed because of it. They take a beating. So please take your profits, calculate your profits. I like to start at 25%. So let's say I buy Ethereum at 4,200. The earliest I want to be selling is like probably like 5,000, like 300, something like that. I just did quick calculation. That's probably not exact, but something like that. You want to calculate at least 25% gains on everything. I'm going to be doing a video in the next week about profit taking. I'm actually developing a strategy for myself. I'm going to be trying it out here in the short term. I have tried some of these strategies before, but I'm going to be testing the waters because I do believe that all these cryptos obviously do not behave the same, like Bitcoin, Solana, like Cardano, Terra Luna, like these are like, in Bitcoin's case, a $1 trillion digital asset. These are like multi-billion-dollar crypto or digital assets. Like there's a lot of money has to come in more or less to make the price go up in comparison to these more volatile projects like Engine Coin, Kusama, ICX, VGX. Like these guys, they're only a few $1 billion. So you do the math, it only requires a few $1 billion to come in to raise the price or to double the price. Like VGX, for example. Like let's take a look at it. VGX market cap 1.326 billion. That's nothing. Compare it to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's over a trillion. Bitcoin's I think like 1.2. Oh wow, it came down drastically. Roughly 1.065 trillion dollars. So you do the math, like 1% is um it's one it's like 1.06 billion to move up and down a percentage. That's what's required for Bitcoin to move up a percentage or down a percentage. In comparison, something like Polygon, I'm just showing you guys like how to calculate this stuff. 11 billion. So it only requires like 11 million volume to come in to raise the price up 1%. So it's not nearly as much. But so what I was trying to say is, I think what I'm going to do is this next week, I'm going to really devise this profit taking strategy. Like I'm going to treat probably the top 20 or like top 25 cryptocurrencies by market cap a little bit differently compared to like 25 through 75, because like we said, the volume required to move them up and down in price is drastically different. Like Bitcoin requires way more volume in comparison to Chainlink or like VGX. So like I basically just want to show you guys like some different profit taking strategies, because if you don't take profits, you're going to be really salty. You're going to walk out of the market really upset because you thought you were going to like 2x, 3x, 4x your money, maybe even 10x your money. And because you didn't have a strategy in place and because you didn't execute, it didn't play out. So I'm going to be making that video in the next few days. Stay tuned for that. I hope today's stream was helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm starting to get the hang of the gist of these things. I am now on Restream. I don't know if you guys have ever checked this application out, but it's my first time using it. It seems to be pretty cool. I kind of like it. From what I can see, I like it. But yeah. that's about it for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Just quick recap though with Bitcoin. That's it for tonight's stream, but I'll just tell you guys the price points to watch out for. To be wanting to look at 56,000, potentially 55,600, along with potentially 55,300. Those are some price points to look for support. And then moving up, you want to be looking for 56,900. If it gets rejected below there, we may consolidate between 56,000 and 56,900. Again, just short term, probably break up to 57,000 and 58,000. Not too long from now, but again, time will tell. But thank you for tuning in. It was a fun stream.